Hello, welcome to AnAuraChicBeauty channel. This is my second makeup tutorial using products from recent M.A.C collections. It's a colorful look that is inspired by spring. On the eyes, it's a blend of vibrant pastel shades. On the cheeks, it's a sheer wash of magenta and lavender colors. And on the lips, it's a bright coral. Let's get started. For the skin, I didn't want it to look too heavy, so today I used M.A.C Select Cover Up in the shade NC20 using my Smashbox number 10 brush and just applying it on areas that I wanted to even my skin tone, so that's usually the center of the face, and as well as any redness and blemishes that I want to cover up. Then with the NW15 shade and the same brush, I used it to conceal my dark circles under my eye area, as well as applying a thin layer all over the eye to use as an eyeshadow base. To set everything, I used M.A.C Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in the shade Light Plus, applying it with my M.A.C 138 brush all over the face and over my eyes. For my brows, I wanted them to have a soft but defined look, so today I used a M.A.C eyeshadow in the color Charcoal Brown. I thought I had lost my Shure Uemura 60B brush, but I actually found it today. But in the meantime, I have been using my M.A.C 266 brush, and this is a great tip. If you don't have an eyebrow brush, you can substitute it with an angled eyeliner brush that will work just the same to fill in your brows. Then to keep the hairs in place, I brush them through with M.A.C Clear Brow Set. For the eyes, I'm starting with M.A.C Tete-A-Tint eyeshadow. It's a matte peachy brown color, and I'm using my M.A.C 224 brush to sweep it all over the crease, as well as under the eye. To define the crease a little bit more, I'm going to use a M.A.C eyeshadow called Sushi Flower. It's a medium pinky coral color, and I'm using my M.A.C 217 brush to apply it in the socket of the crease, right or at the line. Just kind of blending it in. And then buffing it out to blend. Next, I'm going to use M.A.C Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the color Warm Thunder. It's a metallic light blue silvery gray color, and I'm going to apply it with my M.A.C 234 brush. And it's a really unique brush because it has two types of bristles on it. On one side it has synthetic hairs, and then on the other side it has natural hairs. So I'm actually going to dampen the synthetic side with a little bit of M.A.C Fix Plus. Just a couple sprays, and then pick up the product with it. And this is going to bring out that metallic sheen, and I'm just going to pat this color all over the inner half of my lid, kind of patting it on. Then on the outer half of my lid, I'm going to use M.A.C eyeshadow in the color Stars and Rockets. It's a really unique color because it has a duochrome sheen of like a bluish purple and pink undertone, and so I'm going to use the other side of my M.A.C 234 brush, the natural hair side, and just pat this on the outer half of my lid, making sure to blend at the middle so the colors transition smoothly. And I'm just going to lightly blend it into the crease. Next, I'm going to use M.A.C Contrast eyeshadow. It's a dark purpley blue color, and I'm using my M.A.C 226 brush to apply it at the outer corners of my lid, just to darken it a little bit, kind of creating a diagonal line. Just blending it a little bit into the crease. I'm going to use another M.A.C Extra Dimension eyeshadow. This is called Young Venus. It's a shimmery white pink, and I'm using my M.A.C 239 brush to highlight the brow bone. And I'm using this dry, just sweeping it across under the eyebrow. Next, I'm going to use Clinique Blush on Cream Liner in the color True Black with my M.A.C 231 brush to line my upper waterline to help thicken my lash line. For the bottom liner, I'm going to use M.A.C Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the color Modern Pewter. It's a metallic light olive green color, and I'm going to use my MAC 214 brush, and I dampened it as well so it's a little bit more shimmery, and I'm going to line the bottom, concentrating a little bit more on the inner corner of the eye just to help brighten and open up the eyes. To darken the bottom liner a little bit, I'm going to use MAC Plumage eyeshadow. It's a matte dark teal color, and I'm using the same brush and just pushing the color right at the roots of the lashes. Concentrating 2/3 of the outer corner of the eye, and I'm lightly pulling the color down so it's blended. Then to open up the eyes even more, I'm going to use MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl. It's a matte white, and I'm going to line the bottom waterline with it. If white is a little too dramatic for you, you can use a nude flesh tone color instead. Last but not least, I'm going to use MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinish in the color Whisper of Gilt. It's a pale golden champagne color, and I'm using my MAC 239 brush to highlight the inner corner. For my false lashes, today I used MAC number 3 for a natural look. And then for my cheeks, I'm going to use the MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinish in Whisper of Gilt again. And I'm going to use my MAC 138 brush to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to use MAC Magenta blush. It's a matte, bright, reddish berry fuchsia color, and this is very pigmented, and so you only need a very little amount for it to show up. So I'm going to use my MAC 188 brush. It's a stippling dual fiber brush, and I'm going to barely pick up the color, just lightly tapping it in, and I'm going to apply this color towards the back of the cheek, kind of near the contour area, and just lightly buff it in. We'll stop kind of midway onto the cheek. If you apply too much of this color, you can take your powder brush with a little bit of powder and lightly go over it to tone it down. I'm going to apply another blush color. This is MAC Full of Joy. It's a light frosty lavender color, and I'm going to apply this to the apples of the cheeks just to add a little bit of brightness to the face. I'm using the MAC 138 brush and just blending it back towards the magenta color. And to add a little bit of definition to the face, I'm going to use MAC Sculpt Sculpting Powder. It's a matte taupe brown, and I'm using my MAC 168 brush to apply it right under the cheekbones for a light contour. For the lips, I'm first going to line and fill them in using MAC Lure Lip Pencil. It's a coral shade. Then I'm going to use Watch Me Simmer Lipstick by MAC. It's a bright pinky coral color, and I'm going to apply it all over the lips. Then over the lipstick, I'm going to apply Star Quality Cream Sheen Glass. It's a bright pinky reddish coral color, and I'm going to apply it all over the lips for added shine. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you like it. I know this look might not be for everyone, but I still think it's a fun look to try. If you're not comfortable with wearing the entire makeup look, then you can just stick to one feature and then keep the rest of the makeup more neutral. I hope you give it a try, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.